Welcome back. Today we're going to be going through the kettlebell swing. The kettlebell swing has a lot of different uses. You could get a cardio benefit, and I like to use it a lot with my athletes to develop explosive power. The kettlebell swing is a hinge movement, so we don't want to be squatting the movement. It should be primarily performed and using the muscles in our posterior chain. That's the muscles on the backside of the body. One of the first things I want to mention with a kettlebell swing is that it is a fluid motion. At the bottom of the movement, we're explosive to explosively drive that kettlebell to the top. And at the top, that kettlebell is going to slow down and come to a stop, because that's what momentum does, and then it's going to swing back into your body. When performing this movement, we want our back to be neutral. Your spine is flat when you're doing this. You don't want to round over, and you don't want to be hyperextended through your low back. We're thinking flat back while we perform this movement. If you struggle with a hinge movement and maintaining a neutral spine, go back to our RDL video. The Romanian deadlift is a great way to learn how to do this with a flat back. So, approaching the setup of a kettlebell. If you're terrible at figuring out how to set up for one, you're gonna walk up just behind the kettlebell, and you can just act like you ran 1,000 meters, and you're gonna bend over and put your hands on your knees, just like you're trying to catch your breath. And this position is a hinge, right? So this is a great position to start from. Once you're there, grab that kettlebell, and then you're going to tighten up your lats. Those are the muscles in your back. Doing this is going to keep your shoulders locked into place, so you can kind of control what that kettlebell is doing. I do like to teach with slightly bent elbows. This is another great way to get those lats firing and to lock that piece of your back in place, which again is going to promote that neutral spine. So as you start the kettlebell swing, I encourage having, if you're going to be doing a set of 6 reps for being really explosive, I add 2 extra reps, 1 to 2 extra reps on the front end of the set and 1 to 2 on the tail end of the set as kind of a ramping up repetitions, because you're not going to be able to go from 0 to 100 real quick. Right? You got to be able to build that momentum. So reps number 1 and 2 are kind of just getting that bell going. You want to perform those explosive repetitions after your almost warm-up reps, and then you have 2 to slow the kettlebell down. Common mistakes with the kettlebell swing are squatting the kettlebell up, where you're dropping your hips low and kind of swinging that weight overhead, or you're basically just dropping your hips in the kettlebell swing. So what you want to be doing is maintaining that primarily hinge movement. Another common mistake is letting that kettlebell get away from you. So if you are failing to maintain tight lats, where we talked about those bent elbows and squeezing your back, that's going to allow for that kettlebell to get away from your body. So if you have straight arms and your shoulder blades are away from your spine, it's going to allow that kettlebell to be away from your body. And the further that weight is away from your body, the more pressure you're going to have through your low back and not your hips. So make sure that we're maintaining a neutral spine, keep that kettlebell tight to the body, lats are also engaged, and you're basically going to be treating this with some kind of rhythm. So you should be swinging the bell up and catching it. It should be a movement done with some kind of rhythm. One last note on the kettlebell swing is, if you're using this for kind of like a cardio burner, if you're doing it to get your heart rate up, which it can be a very effective exercise to do so with, if you start to feel your form break down, it is not more hardcore to be doing 100 reps in a row if you're going to break your back. So we would rather that you catch your bell, set it down, take a breather, and make sure that you're actually going to be training the movement correctly and not trying to break yourself in two. That's the kettlebell swing. Make sure that you subscribe to the page below. Let us know what kind of content you want to see next in the comments section, and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe. You know what to do. Smash it. Smash it. Cool. Smash it.